Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So OpenAI has come up with the latest O3 Pro model and it's been doing some crazy stuff. In this video, we are going to compare Gemini's 2.5 Pro model with O3 Pro model. So for this, I am using Google AI Studio, and if you go here, Gemini 2.5, here we are having Gemini 2.5 Pro preview, and this is the updated version. So as you can see, this is from June. And for O3 Pro, currently I guess it is only available for the Pro users. So I am going to test it in the OpenAI API. So I have some OpenAI API credits, and if you go to the playground, here you can choose any model of your choice, and O3 Pro is there. And for testing, I'm having here a lot of prompts for Python, HTML, JavaScript, and I'm also having a LeetCode problem along with some maths and science questions. So basically we are going to test in all topics. So let's get started. So first, let me go with some basic questions. Give me a single HTML file that shows a ball bouncing inside a spinning rectangle, and the ball should be affected by gravity and friction. So basically a rectangle will be spinning and the ball also needs to go into that flow. So let's see what both the models gives for this. So this is the response that we get, and Gemini 2.5 Pro was the first to give the output, followed by O3 Pro. And to the left, which is this one, is from the Gemini model, and this one is from the O3 Pro, and I literally gave the exact same prompt. So to conclude, both of them have done an amazing job in terms of recreating the prompt with the physics, but Gemini has gone a bit extra in terms of adding this information as well as giving the amazing neon borders. So I guess I will go with Gemini on this one, and let's move on to the next prompt. Let's go with some mathematical problem. Here I'm having a really hard question. It's related to probabilities, and you must do a lot of permutation and combination to find the answer. So let's see which one of them gives the correct answer. So both the models has given us the response, and this is the solution what Gemini has given us. Just look at the number of formulas that it has used and the calculations. So really a difficult problem, but Gemini has given us the right answer, 0.8, and O3 Pro has also done the exact same steps and given us the right answer, 4/5 or 0.8. The only good thing that I like about Gemini is that it is able to give us the right answer much faster than O3 Pro. So before going back into LeetCode and coding problems, let's go with the physics problem. And not only here we are going to test its physics capabilities or science capabilities, here we are also going to test its vision capabilities, because O3 Pro can also handle vision. Of course, Gemini 2.5 Pro can handle vision. There are two challenges that I see. One is it must be able to parse the subscript. As you can see, MA, it's not the same line, it's like a subscript text. And also here we are having this fraction equation, which is having a square root as well as this fractional to the power 15. So this is going to be quite a tricky problem, and let's see how both of them respond. So both the models have given us the right answer, and the great thing, I am always getting impressed by Gemini 2.5 Pro is that it just gives the answer in half the time. And if you're asking me if this is an easy problem, just look at the number of steps it has done. Luckily 2, 3, 4 and 5, and it has given the right answer 2.3, and O3 Pro has also given us the right answer. The only main difference that I see in solving problems between 2.5 Pro and O3 Pro is that Gemini has been able to solve these problems very fast when compared to O3 Pro. So if you want it to be really time efficient, I guess Gemini 2.5 Pro has an amazing chance. So now let's again go back to HTML, CSS and JavaScript, but this time it's going to be a much more harder level. I'm going to ask it to replicate the Flappy Bird clone by using the same, just in a single HTML file. So this is going to be my entire prompt, and let's see what it gives us. So we have got the respective Flappy Birds, and to the left, which is this one, is from Gemini Pro, and that looks so amazing, the bird and the stuff. The only thing I hate about this is it's so difficult to play, like, yeah, but everything works absolutely fine. The great stuff is not only it calculates the score, but it also has a feature to calculate the high score. Maybe it's using some local storage or stuff to persist the high score. And this is like super responsive. Like even if we go with the full screen, it's pretty amazing. And this is the one O3 Pro gave me. I think O3 Pro doesn't have the feature to get the high score, but it also does an amazing job. But the issue with O3 Pro's response was this particular code, like I'm in my 100% in the browser, and this is just restricted to this portion. As you can see, it just vanishes, so it's not like occupying the entire screen. Whereas Gemini, if I go with this, it's literally occupying the entire view, like entire desktop application. Because in my prompt, I have specifically given be responsive for both mobile as well as desktop. So I guess it has done a great job for mobile, but in desktop, I don't know, it's appearing in that way. So in this case, I would say Gemini Pro has done an outstanding job. So the next prompt is going to be related to HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I'm just asking it to create a rain with some lightning effect, and this must be super hyper realistic. So it's going to be a straight out comparison, and let's see what they give. So this is the rain effect along with lightning prompt output. Left one is Gemini and right one is O3 Pro, and to be honest, I don't like either of them. In Gemini case, I don't see a lot of raindrops. It's so minute, and I don't even like the lightning, because look at the lightning in O3 Pro, to be honest. So it has that zigzag structure and stuff. It also causes the screen to blink. But in case of Gemini, I don't see any zigzag structure and stuff. It's just water droplets, and it's just that white light flashing. And in case of O3 Pro is way better than Gemini Pro, but still, you know, like the raindrops aren't that realistic, and it has done an amazing job with the lightning. As you can see, right, we are having that zigzag thing effect. That's way cool. So to be honest, in this particular prompt, I think O3 Pro wins over Gemini. So enough playing around with HTML. Let's go and ask it some LeetCode hard questions. So for this, I'm going to go with this word break true problem, and this is an extremely hard problem because its acceptance rate is just 53%. So let me just ask what both the models gives for this. So Gemini has given us the solution, and let's see if it can solve all the test cases. So copying it and pasting the code here, and just click on submit, and Gemini has done it. The solution has been accepted. 28 out of 28 test cases passed, and it beats 32% of submissions in runtime and beats 10% of submissions in memory. I mean, that's not the best, but that's not the worst, because considering this is an insanely hard problem. And now let's see if O3 Pro can beat this estimate, the runtime as well as the memory. So just pasting the solution and submit. O3 Pro has got the right answer, similar to Gemini, beats 32.78%, exact same runtime, but the real deal comes in memory. O3 Pro beats 53.58% in memory, but Gemini was only able to beat 10%. So which means that O3 Pro is the winner over here. So as a conclusion, what I would say is Gemini 2.5 Pro does an exceptional job in solving all the problems equivalent to O3 Pro. Considering the input and output costs, like it's extremely cheap for your use case. But in case if you're going to have some extremely like hard solutions to solve like LeetCode problems, I guess O3 Pro has a slightish of edge over there. But when it comes to solving the problems in quick time and in reduced cost, I guess Gemini 2.5 Pro wins over there. So it's basically up to you to choose which model for your project. That's the video, guys. It would be really helpful if you could subscribe me. More such AI videos coming in the future. Thank you.